All right, well, this is the podcast. This is it. We're starting it. Things Might Happen, episode 253. 253?
Yep, 250.
Today we have, so the new studio. That should probably be something to say
new
about.
studio.
In my basement. Mm-hmm. I bought a house.
Yep.
I'm doing well in life. If any of my exes are watching and thinking,
All of them.
what's his raggedy ass up to now? It's
17 subscribers.
Yeah.
Did we get to 17?
I believe so.
Oh, heck
I
yeah.
don't
Let's
remember.
go.
Don't say this in front of Ray. It's gonna
Maybe exaggerating a little bit.
want him to think we're doing quite well. We've got our chalkboard here, which tells you who the new guest of the week is. It's Ray Janis.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right way to say that?
Yeah. Yep.
I said that last night. My dad was like, "That's not how you say his name."
How'd they say it? Janis?
Yeah, he's at
Yeah.
the Janis.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Janis.
I'm French.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Denise, and he's like, he told me that I didn't grow up on the res, so I can't say.
Yeah.
It's a really weird privilege to pull on somebody like.
Janis
Oh, you
is
didn't grow up on the res?
Yeah.
It's Janis to you.
The name that I always laugh at is it's like Puyer, like Pouier. And I always get told I say it wrong. I'm like, hey, it's Puyer. And they're like, no, it's Puyer.
Mm.
Like, really? Puyer.
Yeah.
Not most white people. Not in South Dakota, but outside they always say Pouye.
Pouye. Yeah, I heard that a lot.
Yeah.
Pouye is good. I like
Pouye.
that.
In sports, it was always Janis, Ray Janis.
Yeah.
And a lot of the natives they get bugged by it. Like, they don't like that you say Janis. And then when my wife took us to Fort Collins with Anton Janis, the original Janis, first French fur trapper that came. They have his cabin still there. So we went and looked at it, and my wife was like, "Yeah, my husband's a Janis. Can we come look at it?" And then they knew exactly where we were from by how we said our name. They said, "Yeah, you guys are from Pine Ridge." Yeah.
They said you can't take any bags in
Yeah.
with you because you're from
we gotta look at your stuff
Like,
before you come in and when you leave.
They've got to wand you down before you leave.
Don't touch nothing. We need
Just get a guy to follow you around the cabin. Oh, I'm just looking. Don't worry. I'm just.
yeah, it wasn't a very big house,
Yeah.
and I walked in there and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." Like, just to think, like, back in the day, he built that by hand with his kids.
Yeah.
But then all the pictures that I took, the like file corrupted, and I was like, "Also, that sucked." And I
House is haunted, dude.
yeah. I was like, "You don't need to know this."
Awesome. Well, we have you on here. This is great. Actually, our first, maybe our only ever piece of artwork is
the owner of that is gonna need that back sometime. So
Yeah, I'm surprised it's here.
yeah.
Just about to call her.
oh yeah, we're gonna take a look over there. That's Ray Janis original. Right over here.
We got proof that this time we have proof that our guest has talent.
I mean, we did have Jacob Cry on the podcast on command.
Kind of.
I mean,
Yeah, Sheldon, you and Ray, you've been copying Ray's work and selling it as your own for years now.
I have. That's an original. Do not buy the other one that's out there.
Yeah, but you were down at Office Max the other day putting on the scanner.
New prints.
Yeah. Signing it down at the bottom.
1 of 50. Sheldon Star.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is there a signature? He just
Just look,
scraped
there's
it out.
stars up in the corner. So
how you know it was
those
him.
weren't on the original.
Well, if you want to kind of give us a 4-minute bio,
Yeah.
kind of, I don't really give a shit what you say, but like whatever you want to talk
I'm
about.
glad you don't give no shits about me.
Yeah, you can talk about whatever you'd like, whatever you want to. We're just chilling.
All right. So 4-minute bio. It's gonna be tough.
Starts now.
All right. I grew up in the slums of Kyle, South Dakota, formerly known. I guess it's Little Wound now. So I went to college for IT at Huron University, and I came back and I got a job in IT, and it sucked. I like didn't like IT.
Yeah.
So I went into working at a fitness center, which was like a get over job. Like, I'm just gonna do this for a while.
Yeah.
And then it turned
The
into
rebound job,
yeah,
for
like,
sure.
Like,
yeah.
I'm just gonna chill out and not have a lot of responsibility. And then it turned into like becoming Cooper certified in like aerobics and
What's
personal.
Cooper certified?
It's a university in Dallas, Texas. Dr. Cooper, he invented aerobics. And so they have a university down there where you can learn how to be an aerobics and boot camp instructor. So like I went and did that and became certified, and it kind of turned into a career in doing more data research on kids. And so I worked for the tribe, Oglala Sioux tribe, and then I worked for the government, IHS. And I did that for over 10 years. And all while doing that, I made music on the side. So I made hip hop music, and I was looking for people to make like album covers for me and posters for like the crew that I was with. And there was nobody that did it, so I taught myself Photoshop. Then I was like, well, I might as well go to school, and so get some credit behind my name.
Yeah.
So I went back to school at OLC, and so I did that like part time. And that's kind of how me and Sheldon met, was doing some of the same classes or in some of the same classes. And then I graduated from OLC in graphic arts. And then that totally shifted gears from the health and wellness field to art. And now I do like communications and social media marketing and stuff like that. So
It's a really big shift because you wanted to make your own artwork.
yeah.
For your albums.
And you think about it, like you think, yeah, this is going to be easy because this is something that I like to do. But then when it becomes your job, when you have to make art all the time, and sometimes you just don't have, nothing's coming out of your brain of like being creative. So there's times where I just feel like I'm stupid. Like, why did I
Just like this podcast.
why did I decide to start my own business? Because I for real like went legit to start like oh, I'm keeping track of all my stuff that I'm doing, and then working at a 9-to-5 job, and then it's like I don't have that much creative like juices flowing in my head that much, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. So that I'm here now. I make artwork. I do paintings. My background's more graphic art. Before that I knew I liked to draw, but not really paint. And then in college I took Keith Braveheart's class, and that's where I learned how to paint. And I only been painting 4 years, maybe like 3 or 4 years, and I really enjoy it. It like sparked something inside of me to where I can express myself and talk about things that are going on around us or in our communities, and not really have to like verbally say these things, but just like let you interpret it how you want to interpret it. So I do most of the time those pieces are like for shows or like for exhibitions, and then I do fun stuff like this where it's like Ia, the rock, and Anipi, the sweat lodge, and whenever you pour water, it's on the rock. So that's why the guy's holding a super soaker and he's spraying the rocks, like pissing him off. So it's like supposed to be like funny. And it was for the creation story. That was to tell our stories or tell our history, Lakota history.
So what do you think it is about painting that like speaks to you more than like digital art?
I think it's like physically working with your hands, like actually touching a canvas. I think too, whenever, because Sheldon knows how it is. People's graphic art, it is not considered like art, or like they don't say it's real art.
Yeah.
If me and Sheldon, like, we did shows together, and we're like, yeah, it's graphic art, and we'll do like posters and like we'll make things, and they're like, yeah, but did you really make that?
Yeah.
Like,
Or some people say, I could do that.
yeah, or, yeah, I could do
I
that.
can do that. Why am I going to pay that much for that?
Yeah. But I think my thing is it's like, it's kind of that that gateway into knowing who I am. So like I'm painting, but I'm painting stuff that I like to paint. But it's like kind of shifting that narrative of like that's not real art. But all of this is inspired by like my childhood of comic books and video games and graphic art.
When people would spray you with super soakers.
Yeah.
Make you mad.
Piss me off. Now I do like painting. I like both mediums. I like just as much painting. I if it's a choice, like if you say, hey, do you want to make a big mural and do it digitally, or do you want to make a big mural and paint it? I'm gonna go digitally. It's faster for me. We did.
Well, for a mural.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah.
But for like painting, for like mental health, like to like just be meditating and painting, and I'd rather be touching a canvas.
So you didn't really do any art prior to the the shift or whatever?
Not visual art. Well, I guess
I mean,
kind
musical.
of. Yeah, like I did music. So I did like hip hop music. I did my album covers and posters, but not those are like that's like advertising, right? That's like not really. That's me trying to get you to buy my CD, and not really. Hey, like this is a think piece. Like nah.
Yeah.
But before that, I didn't. Not really. I didn't do. And then in school, they make you have to show at Red Cloud, the Red Cloud show, and I've never did that, and I was nervous to like see what people thought of my art, and I just didn't want to like put in and then someone be like, yeah, that sucks. Like, what are you doing? I was real nervous about it, but it was. I don't know if a piece sold. I think the first year a piece sold, so I was like, I'm doing all right then. I'm doing something right. And then the last year, one of my pieces got Judge's Choice Award. I painted my grandpa, Chief Ironclad, and I did it like graffiti style, so it's like real bright pinks and purples, and then I painted him huge, and then that one, it was like a 4 foot by 6 foot canvas, and I was like, can I put this in there even though it's this huge? And they're like, yep, bring it. So it turned out good. I mean, it was fun.
What kind of paint do you use? Are you like an oil paint? Are you watercolor?
Acrylic.
Acrylic.
And then spray paint. Sheldon showed me how to huff. No, I'm just
Yeah, I did horrible in school. So
did you ever try spray paint out?
Sitting there, hey, if you eat this one, it's pretty good.
Did you ever try red spray paint out?
This color tastes
like
better.
cherries.
This color tastes better.
Nah, I'm like really like when you grow up on the res and you like, I think in my area I grew up like in New York, hip hop was like real popular, and then New York movies are like hip hop movies were real popular, and seeing like Wild Style, seeing people throw stuff up, and then listening to a lot of like boom bap music, I was really interested in graffiti, and I made hip hop music. I was like, I don't dance, but I know how to rap and I know how to write, and so that kind of was like, oh, this is how I'm going to contribute to my art. So a lot of my stuff was like spray painting and not really like, I was doing like writing my name, but I wanted to like, I was adding like character. That's kind of what I like to do is like make characters up. And so that's kind of was my background in art a little bit before actually being a professional, I guess.
Studio artist.
Yeah, studio artist.
So is your like hip hop out there anywhere? Can people find it? Is this like SoundCloud? Are you a
No.
SoundCloud rapper? No.
It's out there.
So you found a higher calling once you found the art.
Yeah.
Well, he was spending time with Sheldon, so of course he found the higher calling.
Spray paint.
Spray painting.
No. I have a Bandcamp that's still up, and it has some albums on it. I used to go by Rage Rock Boy, and it's ragerockboy.bandcamp.com. and it's ROCC. That's the only thing. And I have all my solo albums on there, and I listen back to them, and there's like good songs on there, and then there's some songs that I'm just like, what was he thinking? That's horrible.
That's what we think about half the episodes we put out. Yeah.
There's like times where I'm like, I should take this down, but that's how people kind of like, a lot of people know me is when I made music.
Yeah.
And people still come up to me and like, they'll still say Rage Rock.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's up? I do visual art now. Like, and then too, like, my that name like caught on in like a stage name. And then I tried to like have a stage name like in visual art, and I was like going by Ray Rockboy, and it like did not stick. Nobody calls me.
Calls you that.
Yeah, like, oh, Ray Janis. We did like even when we was in Minneapolis and was doing all those shows over there, and they're like, yeah, that's Ray Janis
That's
and
Ray Janis.
Sheldon Star. I'm like, give me that Rage Rockboy, man. What's up?
Dude, does anyone really have like a nickname in art?
Sheldon Star. That's not his real name.
I tried to go by Nighthawk, and they were like, yeah, that did not catch on.
Now they would say Rocky Boy and like just Slaughter, and then I was like, they think it'd be Slaughter and Janice, but to get him that right,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, the only reason why too is there's multiple Ray Janices,
Yeah.
and I get confused for the other Ray Janices. Like there's a Ray Janice that's not a good Ray Janice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've heard that story. This is great.
You mentioned that story.
Yeah, and so I
It's
get
pretty entertaining.
I get attached to that, and they're like, I don't like you. I was like, okay, all right, cool on. Whatever you gotta do. So that's on this podcast that I'm not that Ray Janis. To let the world
This
know
is proof.
This is proof. I'm brown. I'm brown. The other
Anything
Ray
bad you've ever heard. This guy didn't do that. Just wash your hands completely of anything. Just
no, like these guys would know, but Sheldon know. Talking about huffing, then he's all like, "Yeah, I'm not that guy." No, but yeah. So the stage name didn't stick, and I still put Rock Boy on my stuff, but it's like a Lakota name, right? Like, and I always thought that too. Like we even like a lot of people were talking about like the last names you're given are like my family's like Ironcloud on my mom's side, and my dad's side Janice, and like they're like, oh well, what if we take back our like traditional names? And I was like, even thinking further, like, well, what if we just gave our like how long time ago, like whatever your name was you earned, like that's your name, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I'm just gonna go, what if I go by whatever I just want to go by, and like and I got my Lakota name is Rock Boy, and so that's why I was like, I'm gonna go by Rock Boy. And nope, I'm colonized. I'm Ray Janis.
my Lakota name is George Clooney.
Yeah,
For obvious reasons.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a very good looking guy.
Mine took a step forward. I was step even further to go by Star, but it's originally my family name is Star Comes Out, and then so even more colonized. But it's a good stage name.
You guys have a ill last name, bro. Like everywhere they're calling you Superstar. Then it's like artwork's just ill, so people are like, I think it just adds to the mystique.
Yeah, it's a good looked out. It's a good stage name.
My favorite thing about your name is that joke that Louis made that one time. It's like he's talking about how it's like, oh, Sheldon's name, it's not Star.
Mhm.
Used to be longer, but he decided to white it up and shortened it. His name used to be Constellation. He shortened it down to Star.
Yeah, that was a good joke.
That's a
That
good
was
one.
really good. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I wrote that.
There was a.
Don't lie. He's lying. But that was all me.
Hold on, that laugh was really good. I think I did that, actually.
All right, Dane Cook.
Edit that first part out and then just yeah, that was my joke.
I was really disappointed the day in like school we were talking about like names, meanings and stuff, and I looked up my first name, and it's like
It's not a good one.
it's one who lays tiles. I'm like, that's really dumb. Like, I don't want to be a manual at least like Smith, the blacksmith. That's a real like man's job with like really cool stuff. And then nah, I just put flooring down. Like, and the amount of skill I have is these are the kind of tiles I can lay, like the little like puzzle piece tiles. Like I don't even live up to my own name.
I'm gonna start pronouncing it Tyler.
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 What does Thatcher mean?
Thatcher. Oh yeah. His nickname on the podcast is Thatcher. Young Thatcher.
What is it? What is it from? That sound like
Like Margaret Thatcher?
Oh, Margaret.
Because I'm just that white. No.
I thought it was like, you could tell I'm a nerd. I like Atlantis, that cartoon, right? His name is Thatcher. Right?
Yeah.
I thought it was,
Which one's Thatcher?
The kid that goes
Milo
and
Thatcher?
Milo
Oh,
Thatcher,
yeah. Okay.
Thatcher is roof maker. So if I got
Yeah,
Thatcher
the
and
roof,
Tyler, I got
Building houses.
everything.
over
Yeah.
Yeah.
Building houses.
I just need
Tyler
a-
Thatcher, the complete package.
Yeah.
I just need a wall maker. Tyler Thatcher wall maker. That's the whole thing.
That's his full name.
Wally Tyler Matt Thatcher.
Drywall King. I have like a business card now. I have that on there.
Drywall King.
Drywall King.
Drywall King. That's great.
People be calling me, and you don't know nothing about what to fix
I
my
mean, that's
roof.
that's what happens when people call me now.
Still like,
still
you
the
lay
same.
tile, right?
Can you give me an estimate on this drywall project? Yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be a couple $100, maybe a couple thousand.
300. Everything's
Just-
300. 300.
And then as soon as you show up, we ran over. You haven't even started yet.
Gas here, we ran over. It always happens though. If you ever have anybody that does work for you, then they like give you a quote. It's always like,
Yeah.
just know you're paying way more than what they say. They just want to come to your house to sign it.
Yeah.
Oh, I quoted you at 1,000. We're in 20 grand. Thanks. Thanks for telling me that.
Yeah, that's why nobody calls me for graphic design jobs anymore.
Yeah. Put those what are the tiny script at the bottom?
Yeah. Yeah, disclaimers.
All the disclaimer.
Put it up on
All
Fiverr.
quotes, all quotes subject to change.
Yeah. Definitely gonna change. That's what mine says.
All quotes will change once you say yeah.
By a factor of 10, if not more.
Yeah, graphic design's hard too, because then it's like there's like no set price out there that says this is how much a logo costs,
Yeah.
or this is how much a website for me to make it cost. And then even when we was in college, and you'd be like, so you're gonna help us out with like some economics, and they're like,
Yeah.
figure it out,
Yeah.
get out there,
You just
and
gotta
figure
go
it
out there.
One thing too that I'm kind of disappointed that they never taught me in college was Canva.
Canva's so good.
Every place I worked
Freaking guy,
for,
dude.
I was like, what do you guys use? Canva. I was like, I don't know how to use it.
Well, you don't have to. You
These
just-
two.
I don't use Canva.
A lot of your flyers look like it though. No, I'm just playing.
Why don't your flyers look like it?
I was talking to the gal who designed the logo for the Sturgis rally, for the 84th rally that's coming up. And I was like, so what did you use to make it? And she was like, oh, Canva. And I'm like, did you just take this from a template and like get all this like money for doing this? Didn't ask that question. Don't want to know. But yeah,
That's exactly what happened.
it's a good logo
Yeah.
though. It looks good. I mean, I can't
Yeah.
complain.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying it's like bad to use it, but
It's horrible.
It's a program I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Today, Things Might Happen is brought to you by Canva. You want to do the ad read for Canva? Yeah.
Speaking of our first sponsor, Canva.
Do you need a poster made easy? Use Canva.
Free. It's free.
It's a free tool. Sheldon uses it every week. It's like, doing those like reads is just like, I use it all the time. You know, so-
Dude, that'd be hilarious. You guys should just cut a quick little sponsor promo video on your commercial.
For Canva.
Made in Canva.
It's all Canva.
This podcast is edited with.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I only master this podcast audio using Canva.
Dude, now you have to make the cover of the art, the podcast art
Listen.
in Canva. You have to.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be so easy to do it.
Yeah, right.
It would
Just
really-
5 simple clicks.
I mean, Sturgis Rally's making logos in Canva.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You just need like an eagle flying in front of an American flag, and
You just got to put a number and an eagle and a flag.
yeah.
That's it.
And a momotorcycle.
A motorcycle. No, you don't really need.
Don't even
that
need a
either.
motorcycle.
You don't need a motorcycle.
You see the flag and an eagle, and it's like, oh, that's Sturgis Rally.
Sturgis Rally. 110 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It says 110 or whatever.
Or whatever.
Or whatever.
Whatever year we're on.
Whatever you're on. Whatever universe this is. Yeah, that is a Canva.
Yeah, it's
logo.
very Canva. Yeah.
You look at it. That's Canva.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh my god, it totally is.
$30,000 logo right there.
Yeah, literally.
That logo doesn't even. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not a great.
That's for
logo.
this year.
That's what's upcoming. Yeah.
Oh my
It's a
god.
very, I don't know, modern logo, I guess.
Again, not bad,
Right.
but like you could tell it's
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the gal who made it was a contest. They like had a contest for it,
yeah.
and I
That won a contest?
That won a
won a
contest. That
contest.
won a contest. Yeah. And here's the thing: I asked her about it, and she's like, "Yeah." And then I went back and forth with the city. So not only did she win the contest, she then worked with the city to make it better for the city, and this is what they came up with.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Were they drunk?
Speaking of our next guest, that's
that-
whoever
You
that
have
is.
to get that person.
Yeah, we got to figure, today on Things Might Happen, how to fleece somebody. How to really just make off with a lot of money.
It's just an entire sting operation.
For real. Just imagine like you're like, I'm out here like making Canva posters for my little yard sale or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you should get into that. You should get into that contest for the Sturgis Rally."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And then submits, wins,
$20,000 later.
wins.
We don't know any exact numbers on this contest.
I
think
don't
I
remember.
think of the Sturgis Rally logo should always be like a skeleton on a bike,
Yeah.
and then like giving like Hillary Clinton a swirly,
That's a good one.
and just a big American flag, and an eagle, and then of course Mount Rushmore in the background.
Yeah.
America.
That's always
That's every shirt they have, just in different
Yeah, they just-
arrangements.
They sell though. Those suckers sell.
They do.
The ones that I don't get, like, is like "F you, Bob." Like, it's something like that, and they like hundreds of people wear them. And then there's one shirt out there that's like "F you, I'm Bob," and they're like, it's weird.
Biker culture. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't have a
We're gonna make
motorcycle.
one with the skeleton, the whole
Yeah.
American flag. We're just gonna throw the Donald Trump mop on it,
yeah.
and then that's gonna be the number
That'll
one
sell.
seller.
Made on
20 million.
Canva, right on
Yeah.
the bottom.
It has the watermark on it. It has a
The Canva watermark.
on the shirt.
Fire. Sal's out.
With just a little asterisk.
Sturgis buys it.
Come to the Things Might Happen merch booth at the 2000th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally
Or whatever.
or whatever.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Or whatever.
Can you imagine how much I would get my ass beat if I ran a vendor?
Dude, you should though.
No, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Just make the thing, go sell it. You don't have to talk to anybody about it. Like I don't speak English.
No, I mean I would just be standing there and somebody would be like, "How much are these shirts?" And then like my soft voice,
2 for $25.
and then he'd just be like, "I can beat the shit out of this guy."
And then he does it.
He still pays the $25.
yeah.
So he's
He throws it on you
He's not
afterwards.
stealing. He's just like I can beat this guy up.
Keep the shirts.
Keep your shirt.
Do you actually want to know how much she won?
Yes.
Now I do,
$5
yeah.
grand and got to come out to the rally.
$5,000.
Got to come out to the rally.
Yeah, and I had to come out to the rally. We're gonna give you $5 grand as long as you come out.
Yeah. Your check is in Sturgis.
They printed it on a giant flag banner
Yeah,
thing.
and they lowered it down. Well, she's like a first grade teacher,
Looks
Yeah.
like it.
but she's gonna stop doing that and becoming graphic designer.
Yeah,
now.
she's
Yeah.
a graphic designer
She's a
now.
graphic designer now.
The
Careers.
new Banksy.
Career's better than mine.
Literally. Better than mine now. Never want to stir. Just
No, all my prices are 5,000. You guys want something from me? 5,000 and one. That's sick though. Like imagine swindling someone. No, I don't want to say swindling. Just imagine though, like you're like, oh, I've messed around on Canva.
Yeah.
I could win this, and then wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just for the record, you did very well. If you ever watched this,
We haven't said her name yet. It's fine.
Okay.
It's all
Yeah.
good. SEO won't take her here.
I'd love to just grift a city,
Yeah.
grift an entire city.
Sturgis just hating on coming in hot on the next episode comments.
Yeah.
That design is amazing.
Yeah. I couldn't see, and then I looked at the design, and now my site is restored.
That's legit though. I gotta give her props though. She went out and
did it.
and did it. Whatever tools you have.
So you're gonna enter for the 85th one, right? And you're just gonna get like
Yeah, we're doing the Trump thing. I thought we were gonna
Yeah,
do
the Trump skeleton.
Trump skeleton.
The Canva watermark on it. Fire.
Yeah. Dude, be awesome. Be like Trump and the Joe Biden skeleton fighting, you know?
They can't be
like-
fighting.
Oh no, oh. What
We
would
got to
be
think about the
happening?
demographic.
What would be happening?
It's got to be like Trump's doing like a Street Fighter uppercut.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying Trump is losing on this shirt. I'm just saying
No, he has to be like doing the Street Fighter uppercut. Where,
What
like,
is
he
the
spins around.
Hadouken? Is it the Hadouken?
Yeah.
No, that's not the Hadouken.
yeah.
And then like at the viewer's perspective, it's gotta be like Joe Biden like
No, you gotta have
head
like
popping
flying
off.
towards the.
no, you gotta have like Joe Biden standing somewhere like he don't know what's going on
Yeah.
the shirt.
Yeah.
Like he don't know it's a fight. Like he's in a fight. That's how you gotta have it. Like maybe Trump's over here on the shirt,
Yeah.
but Biden's like
Yeah.
asleep.
He's tinkering with his health bar.
dude, the health bar real low. That was stupid. Gotta make that. Put that down in your notes. We gotta
Yeah,
make that.
we're writing that.
Yeah, why don't you make art people like Sheldon?
You should.
You could have done that.
Trump.
So I just I came here to
Skeleton.
give Sheldon ideas for the next art market. And gonna kill it.
Trump skeleton. That's
He's
what
gonna
I'm
finally
writing.
sell something in an art market.
Oh, Ray is gonna be at. This podcast will come up before then. Ray is gonna be at an art market at the Doll Art Center April 20th. Go check it out.
420, man.
420. I gotta make a 420 piece, don't I?
Yeah.
He will have a 420 piece.
I don't smoke it. I just hilarious.
It's gonna be a Trump skeleton smoking marijuana.
All of this stuff is just gonna be a Trump skeleton.
Well, who needs anything else at that point? I mean,
I think the demographic of the art market isn't Trump.
Yeah, probably. Not as heavy. Not as heavy as the bike rally.
Might have to do a Biden one.
Yeah. A Biden skeleton. So just drawing Joe Biden.
Yeah. This is Joe Biden with his skin off. Oh, stupid. Yeah, I made a sticker and it was a cross. I was thinking like I grew up on the homies, like the little homie characters and lowrider art. I was like, I always thought that was like cool, like the Chicano style. I was like, I'm gonna do my name, Rock Boy, like a cross. And then like this lady came up to my thing and she looked up that sticker and she said, why a cross? And I was like, gee, all right, lady, it's a sticker. It's not for you. Like, don't buy it. Like,
Yeah.
was she mad that like you were taking a symbol like that's Christian, or like was she mad that you would use something like that?
No, she wasn't a Christian. She was
Okay.
mad that it was Christian artwork and I'm Lakota.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, all right. My
one
bad.
Of one of those things.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
My bad for being me, I guess.
Yeah.
I put two sticks together and now
Yeah.
I'm like evil, I guess.
Yeah. And then I don't really do like the cliche stuff. Like I don't have feather stickers, so maybe that's what it was. Like I don't have a feather sticker.
Yeah. Most people don't like my upside down star as my logo. No,
Yeah.
There's that. It's not a pentagram, but whatever that means.
I thought of that too on the mural in a hospital. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. They said yeah though. They're like, cool.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it later. I was like, we didn't show him the mock-up with his star on it.
My logo.
His upside down star.
Promise, just the logo. It's just the shape. All right. That's all it is.
You've got like a pentagram down in the corner. You've got skeleton Trump. Like this is you next. Like the really encouraging people in the hospital.
It's my logo.
And the pictures too. All his pictures are like this. What are you doing, Sheldon? Put your hands down and take the picture.
Yeah. Just take a nice picture for once.
Chill out. Brush your hair back. His hair long, push forward. Can't see his face.
All right, so we are back with our esteemed guest, Nobel Prize laureate.
I don't even know what a Nobel Prize is. Or best kid.
Yeah.
You'll never guess what we have for you.
Is it the prize? Is it the Nobel?
Yeah. I don't know. There's nothing.
Oh, I thought you had more of an intro for that.
I was hoping it kind of went longer than that.
That's not the
Improv.
first person to tell me that today.
Let's go improv a whole intro right now.
I just did that.
A better one.
All right. Hello and welcome to Things Might Happen.
I love the energy he's bringing. Yeah.
Energy's hot.
We're with our Minnesota Twins loving guest, Ray Janis,
Canva expert. Ray
Canva
Janis.
expert,
Canva expert,
social media guru,
Yeah.
10x coder,
Bitcoin miner.
cryptocurrency trader,
Yeah.
Cryptozoologist as well.
Yeah.
drop shipper,
Yeah.
Major drop shipping.
Finance bro.
Yeah.
Lamborghini driving.
Yeah.
Ray Janis.
Ray Janis.
Ray Janis.
You
And,
gotta say Janice.
Ray Janis.
Ray Janis. Oh, you changed it now. You changed it.
He's French now.
And he is the one that did all the bad things under that name.
And he's that.
He's the one who poisoned
He's
that lake.
Ray Janis.
He poisoned the water supply.
Yeah.
He's the one who changes the Chicago River green
Yeah.
every year.
Every year he keeps getting away with it.
He goes out and
My
makes
bad.
crop circles. It's all
My
right.
bad.
Our
all
guest
right.
makes crop circles. How you doing, Ray Janis?
Dude, just imagine that. Like, if you're like, oh, what do you do? I make crop circles. It's my art.
And how do you get paid for that? I don't.
I don't know.
I'm very
I
in
take
debt.
the corn that died.
I just go on the field, do my thing, and head out.
100% love of the game.
The love of the game out here. So how do you survive on welfare?
I eat a lot of corn.
Yeah, I eat
A lot of
corn.
wheat.
A lot of corn.
Corn, some soy.
All right. Well, in the second segment, as all people who have watched us know, we have a series of 36 questions.
36, yep.
And
Lightning round.
a producer who is good at this might have pre-looked at the questions and decided which of these 36 we were going to ask you.
I've got some if you're.
But young Matheson, I moved the Slack task over onto young Thatcher, and he seems to have figured it out. And he has let's give him the first question. Let's give it to him.
So, what would you consider a perfect day? Like, wake up to go to bed.
Some biscuits and gravy to start it off.
Heck yeah.
Some bacon.
Heck yeah.
A good.
Do you not like bacon?
No, I do not like bacon.
Why?
I don't know. Just
Do
don't
you
like
not
it.
like perfect food?
I
It's
shouldn't.
dirty meat.
I'm not. It's dirty meat.
It's parasites.
It's
Do you not
parasitic.
like pork at
No,
all?
no.
or-
Bacon's fine. I just don't crave bacon.
Why?
That's all.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know. There is something wrong. I will
Have
say
you,
that.
Have you ever smelled bacon? That's the question.
Yeah, it smells alright.
Yeah, like
It's okay.
nobody could say no
Yeah.
to
It's
like.
okay.
Jewish people.
Bacon is like the one food you don't have to season at all, and it's
Mm.
just perfect. Yeah.
because we're not supposed to eat it. I mean,
Because it's forbidden.
it's forbidden.
As somebody who's read the New Testament, God was like, "Hey guys, I said no pork, but like bacon's fine. Like it's okay. It's in there."
So Ray Janis wakes up, has a big breakfast.
Yeah.
Goes
and then-
back to sleep.
Nah, I would probably want to either draw or paint, and then
Drive the lowrider.
take a nice cruise in the Crown right now because the Cougar is not really moving, and then I have a 1979 Mercury Cougar, and I'm fixing it up, but I have a Crown too, a '94 Crown that I like to drive. And then I like to play video games. I like to play Brawlhalla. That's a good day. And I don't lose at it. Like, that has to be the thing, though. If I lose at the game, that's like the worst, right? Like, the game has to, like, be perfect games. The drive, nobody's driving around. Nobody's slow in front of me.
So you're explaining the pandemic again.
Yeah, basically.
So
yeah.
what are you playing right now for video games?
I was addicted to Fortnite as a grown man.
That's got to be hard. That's worse than admitting you're an alcoholic.
Yeah, right?
Like Fortnite Anonymous.
I can't never be like, oh, what games you playing? Fortnite? And then like nobody says, yeah, me too. It's like, really? What's wrong with you? You idiot. Nah, for real, I played Fortnite since the beginning. And so I was like addicted to like whatever new skin came out. I somehow need Ninja Turtles just came out. I had to get it. I got all of them. Got April. Got Shredder. Yeah. Did I need to do that? No. Was my kid hungry? Yeah.
Because you weren't cooking or because you couldn't feed them? Because
I couldn't feed nobody. No, I'm just playing. Nah, but I unhooked my Xbox and I put it away because I felt like, all right, I'm spending too much time on this.
Yeah.
And
The
then
grocery store doesn't accept V-Bucks.
yeah, I had to figure out how to get $3,000 out of the V-Bucks back into my
Trying to get a
account.
refund for your V-Bucks.
I play Brawlhalla. I like Brawlhalla. I like Fortnite. And then there's like just play Apex, and then I play Apex a little bit and just get annoyed. Or play Overwatch, get annoyed. But I took it off. I put in my Super Nintendo Mini, and then I have a modded Xbox, original Xbox. And so I was playing Street 2. Those are games that I like to play. I like to play old games. That's probably why I like Brawlhalla, because it's like an old just smash button game. But right now I'm trying to finish Star Fox again so I could play the Star Fox 2.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
the only game that I'm playing right now. And then perfect day though, finish it off would be a bike ride, and probably just playing in the park with my kid and my wife, and then laying down and watching Bluey, not
Bluey.
Blippi.
Are you excited
This
for the
is
new
your perfect day. Your perfect day as Bluey.
Yeah,
Hey,
perfect day.
Are
has
you
Bluey.
excited for the new episodes coming out next
Yes,
month?
I am.
Me too.
I am.
Does your kid talk with an Australian accent?
Yes. My kid's learning how to talk, so the funny things come out of her mouth is hilarious. At least she's not saying bro. A lot of kids at the parks call their parents bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Bruh.
I taught
Bruh.
I taught middle schoolers for like 7 years,
Mhm.
and I cannot tell you the amount of coworkers I had that said, "I'm not your bra."
Brah. Yeah. Nah. That'd be a perfect day though. Like honestly, like I like to just be it's not my bad. It's not I don't need to go out and do a lot of things. Like I just rather be chill with my family and I'm cool. Like, those are some good days.
Does sound like a really good day.
All right, lightning round. What is you most grateful for?
Me? My
I
family.
kind of tried to be really fast. You
You
just
just
responded.
slow.
Me? Oh.
Well, who me?
Yeah.
Dude, Beetlejuice. Who me? I'm grateful for my family and I'm grateful for our health. And I'm grateful I'm grateful to be on this show.
All right, that's what we're
Hey, there we
looking
go.
for.
All right.
I want to be like, I'm grateful for nicotine and caffeine.
Dude, I stopped drinking pop
Fortnite.
too.
Stop drinking pop.
Bro, that's the hardest thing. I'm a popaholic.
Yeah. What's your like go to?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
The hardest,
All right.
bro.
The hard stuff.
The hardest.
Hard stuff.
Coca-Cola's pretty good.
Cleans battery terminals in my guts. Porcelain's clean though.
Next question.
Yeah. So what do you think, like, we're getting a little deeper here. What do you think is like the greatest accomplishment of your life so far?
Mine?
You can't
I
say
don't-
your daughter because that's just cheating, man.
Yeah. So getting a degree as a Native person, I think is like a big one. But also, I would have to say, I don't want it to be like about me though. Like a lot of stuff that I do, I don't want it to be about me. Like giving back to the community. So like serving as a school board member, probably like one of my greatest accomplishments, because like I went in there with like specific goals to help my community and help the students. So I feel like those 6 years that I was on the board were like fun. And it was like the worst time too. It was like the beginning of the pandemic. So, I mean, still got a lot of stuff done. Still got a lot. A lot of these kids like affected me more than that I probably did to them. Like being in part of my life or being a part of this school, like it gave me a sense of like hope for the future to hear like what these kids are really interested in. And then we got graphic arts into the curriculum. So at Little One, we actually have graphic arts now.
I
You guys
hate
are
these
slow.
questions. I
You guys are
hate
so
these questions.
slow.
You're the one who like brought
I know,
up
I
rapid
brought
fire.
these questions.
Rapid fire. Rapid fire.
They're
What's your favorite color?
I hate these questions. It just makes them look so much better than me.
we're behind the scenes video coming out. We'll ask these questions to Corbijn.
Yeah.
And,
You just gotta get
to watch the
sad.
deleted scenes.
What are you most grateful for pounding a 12-pack of Guinness in one sitting?
It's 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So when we were first pitching the ideas of having guests on here, Tyler was like, I don't know if I want to do this because I don't want to just hear about how people are better than me the whole time. And he's like, I'm just going to make it my whole goal to find something I'm better at than them during this interview. So
You got to do it.
you
though.
got to know that's what's going on inside
You know,
here.
you know what though? It's like you gotta humble everybody. So like, whenever somebody does something good,
Yeah.
like,
Like nobody does as much sins as you do.
yeah. What? We're not on that level with you on sins, bro.
True.
Yeah.
True. You got to
You're-
solve that.
you're-
Just
important.
unbridled rage over here as I try to figure out how to defeat Ray. That's really what this is. It's like an hour of me trying to figure out how
I
to
was
destroy
hella
someone.
nervous to come here because that's what it felt like. Is like you guys send me a weird address, park in the alley
Yeah.
next to this vehicle.
Yeah, have you watched the podcast
There's gonna
episodes all the
be-
way through?
There's gonna be a big white guy you got to get through before you come inside. So I'm like nervous, like looking around in this dark alley.
Well, and it was Sheldon who was sending you here, right?
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
You're messaging like, bro, where are you at? And he's like, almost there.
He said that too.
Yeah, I literally said that.
He said, I was like chilling out, and he was like, bro, I'm gonna be there probably about 20 minutes. So if you're there, it's all good. You take your time. Take your time.
Let them put the bag over your head.
Yeah. Just relax.
They're gonna throw a bag over your head. It's gonna be all right.
This is straight up Sheldon though, where it's like we're waiting on him for something, and he's like, "All right, cool, I'll be there," and then he's 25 minutes late before he says, "I'll be there in 5 minutes."
And then he gets
20
here and then
minutes
needs to
later.
go back to get a tablecloth.
Hey, that only happened like 5 times. All right,
In a row.
In a row.
So, this is the different Sheldon from the Sheldon that he's on my case at any kind of event we got to do. Like, we had the Addies, and I'm 10 minutes late. I had to take my kid all the way out to Somerset to a babysitter to come back into town. Dude, where you at? dude, it's starting right now. And it's like 6 o'clock on the dot. And I'm like, I'm almost there. And I get there, it's not almost starting. Everybody's just around the bar chilling out. And I'm like,
Well, that's the thing. Sheldon can be late, but if anyone's later than Sheldon, then it's the end of the
dangerous.
world.
Yeah. He chewed me out too. Though.
I'm trying to make Corbin feel better about himself, so that's why I'm just late all the time to this thing.
Yeah, you know what makes a producer feel really excited and happy? And the so-called talent shows up
Yeah.
half an hour late.
Drunk again.
Drunk again.
Drunk with a dirty tablecloth.
Yeah, this isn't even new. I just stole it. Anyway,
I like you guys rapid round though. That was like 3
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
Some good
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, well, another one's coming at you right now. What you want to do that one?
No.
It's too sweet. We've already done so many sweet ones.
If you if
Design
somebody
Sturgis's logo.
Yeah, exactly.
I would
yeah.
use Canva.
If somebody who knew you in high school could see you now, would they believe how much you've changed?
Say it faster so he feels anxious.
Mhm. Well, I think people do see me now. I think they're surprised that I do art, like visual art. I seen one of my old high school buddies. He said, I seen him at the store randomly, and he asked what I've been up to, and that was when I was doing murals with Sheldon in Minneapolis. And he was all like, "Damn, you're still doing the art thing?" And like it's like from like middle school. Like I knew he was gonna be in art, and I was like, dude, I'm just now doing art. And like, that's not something that I'm like.
yeah.
Maybe
Like
he
I
had you
took-
confused for somebody else.
Yeah, I was doing shitty.
Maybe it was the other Ray Janis.
Yeah, yep, the other way.
The other native that
Yeah.
does visual arts.
Yeah, the criminal Ray Janis. I thought you was in jail. No, I'm not.
No, doing murals,
I'm
dude.
doing murals in jail, painting on a cell block wall. I think they would be surprised that I'm like doing murals. But I work in the community as well, so a lot of them see me in the community. And Kyle and the school board. And my phone's still going off. My bad.
It's okay, you're just more popular than us. That's fine.
Cancel it.
So it's the mayor.
Sorry.
The mayor needs me.
The Janis signal.
Yeah.
They need another mural.
Need another mural downtown.
Yeah, I'm doing that podcast. Yeah, with that loser Tyler Corbijn.
Who? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Sheldon invited me here.
All right.
And then you give me the squeakiest chair, so when I feel like I laugh, it goes ee. And I hope it comes up through the podcast.
Yeah.
Are you picking it up?
I don't know.
Anyway, next question.
I don't think so.
What is your like most embarrassing moment? Like, do you have a moment that stands out of just like, whoops?
This podcast.
Well, you know,
Doing this podcast.
Showing up tonight.
when he learned like all this like Photoshop visual arts, and then he found out what Canva was.
Yeah. I wish they taught me Canva in college. I would be way further along in my career right now. I'd be designing logos for the Sturgis rally right now. No, I don't know. There's a lot of embarrassing stuff that I do all the time, but I like don't get really like
Like watching Bluey or playing Fortnite.
playing
or...
Fortnite or watching Bluey. So,
Hey, I love Bluey so much. Like, I have a Bluey lunchbox upstairs. I'm not joking about that.
He's a $30,000.
You don't have a kid. You have
30,000
no reason to be
V-Bucks.
watching Bluey.
Bluey's great.
and Bluey, adult can watch
Yeah.
Bluey.
Dude,
Bluey is more of a parenting show than it
Yeah.
is for kids.
Yeah, I seen some episodes and I was pretty entertained. I will say that.
Yeah. And they're like 7 minutes a piece. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You should watch more Bluey, dude.
You got 3 people. You're outnumbered 3-1 here.
Yeah.
Like,
Do they have Bluey in Korean? Because I refuse to watch an English language television or movie.
Tyler may be one of the more pretentious people that we know. Spends his time watching foreign films constantly. Not because he really enjoys them. It's because it makes him feel better than other people.
I could see that. Tell me about
This
it.
episode's never making me laugh.
He's telling us why Poor Things won the Oscar.
He literally was telling me about Poor Things the other day. And like, it sounds like it's a great movie. I'm not trying to besmirch that at all. It's funny that you bring that up because he literally spent about 10 minutes talking about how great Poor Things is.
I didn't talk about how great it was. I asked if you watched it.
Okay, you didn't spend the next 10 minutes talking about it's a really good movie and here's kind of what happened. And
Do you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet. No.
It's a porn.
Okay, all right.
That's probably why he likes it. That's all it is.
I didn't say I liked it. I do like it.
That's why she won too. And then you think about the backstory about Hollywood, and I'm getting a little conspiracy theory, but it's like he has like a kid brain, like a.
Oh yeah, it's a really messed up thing.
It's like,
well, that's what I was telling you. I was telling you it's messed up.
Yeah, you were
really
saying
messed
that.
I was because I was telling you were like, would I like it? And at first I was like, yeah, it's pretty funny. Then I thought about it a little bit more and like, there's a lot of the backstory that kind of makes people uncomfortable, probably.
I watched it and I was just like, this one, and I can see why. Like I can see why it won.
Then you turned it off and put on like
Bluey.
Bluey, yeah, for sure.
Like, this is
this art.
This
should have won the Oscar.
Bluey should have won the Oscar, Best Actress. No, I watched it because you watch the Oscars and you want to know why'd they win, like the art behind it. And then I watched Poor Things and I was just like, not my cup of tea. Too artsy for me.
So I didn't watch Poor Things, but winning the Oscar last year for Best Picture was Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Mm.
It's a great movie. I really, really have you seen that?
I don't think I've seen it.
All right, it's fantastic.
It's a multi-dimensional kung fu movie.
It really
Is it?
Yeah.
I gotta watch it.
It's pretty dope.
I'm watching Shogun right now. It's a good show.
Yeah, I've heard it's good.
I like it.
I'm rewatching Gilmore Girls right now.
Gilmore Girls is great.
It's a really good show.
Ashley went and rewatched it because we have stuff that we watch together right now, and then we each kind of have stuff that we're watching that we can kind of watch separate. But I've seen Gilmore Girls and I really liked it, so I just kind of pop in while she was rewatching it and stuff, and I forgot how annoying Rory gets by the end of it.
I'm glad
This is now a Gilmore Girls fan
you
cast.
never watched it.
Gilmore Girls?
Have you watched Gilmore?
Yeah, I watched Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
I'm out. I'm the oddball out.
It's all
I
right.
never watched
It's
it.
fun. It's good. The writing's pretty clever and everything. The same person who produced that, Amy Sherman Palladino, did Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which is an Amazon Prime original, which is also great. It's about
You were sitting there. I was like, he's not. He's never.
Well, I was just gonna.
He's never seen Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
So Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is about a housewife in the 50s whose husband like leaves her out of nowhere, and she kind of has a nervous breakdown and ends up becoming a stand-up comic in the 1950s as a woman, and it's really good. It's really good.
So I gotta watch these.
You gotta. Well, I would say start with Mrs. Maisel and see if that's your humor, and then if so, then Gilmore Girls is a great option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your input on Gilmore Girls? Would you tell Ray to watch it?
I'm basing on if I'm gonna watch it on how he was responding to you guys, and it was a lot of this.
I don't know. Maybe.
But then again, I don't even know.
It's a pretty wholesome show.
But then we don't know what kind of shows you just watch.
Well, Shogun apparently.
Shogun.
Never watched it.
It's
Yeah,
decent.
So if you had to pick like a few shows that you're like your favorites that you've watched, what would you?
This
say?
would be a good segment. Is we should get every guest to decide whether or not they would like the Gilmore Girls based on the TV shows they give us.
Look,
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah,
That has
All right,
to.
top 3 of your favorite TV shows.
Bluey.
Aubrey. So I was really into How I Met Your Mother until the ending.
Yeah,
And I was really disappointed in it. I was like, wasted 10 years of my life watching this for the first episode to know what I already knew.
Yeah.
I can't believe people don't like the How I Met Your Mother finale.
It wasn't bad. Right. It just wasn't what I was.
It wasn't what you were hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
it's a good show.
I think a couple things happened with that. Is one, it went longer than they expected. So they kept having to add in more arcs and made it more and more convoluted and got a little soap opera with it because they just kind of kept going back and forth rather than just committing one way or the other. And then the other thing is they really went for a like realistic ending versus the fairy tale ending, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes in life you don't get that fairy tale ending that you want or that you feel like you deserve or that you've worked
Deserve
for.
it.
Right, yeah.
I earned it.
I earned
Why
this.
didn't you like it?
To be honest, I like when we all knew it was like going to be Robin,
Yeah.
right? And just the fact that it's like
Spoilers.
spoiler. But like,
It's
there's
been
like,
out since 2015 is when the finale, or 2014 is when the finale.
Well, this
aired.
is the year we get Sheldon into How I Met Your Mother.
It's really good, man. It's on Hulu.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
I
good.
think I mentioned before that I watched like the first 3 seasons maybe.
Oh, yeah,
and then
you
I
did
just
say
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then his wife, like just them killing her off, like
Yeah.
they bring her in real quick and then just
Mhm.
kill her off real
Yeah.
quick, just to go back to Robin. Just waste. Like they could have just put in there like, he ended up with Robin. Yeah, these are Robin's kids. I don't know. It's a good show. I
Yeah, it
mean
is.
the last couple seasons I was like,
It's a little shaky
Yeah.
overall. But
yeah,
But the first 6-7 seasons are some of the best,
Yeah.
like
First
sitcom.
slap bet.
2 seasons, maybe
So,
3.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Bluey, are you gonna add
No,
that in?
No,
there?
I don't think Bluey is actually on the list. I don't want to peg him into that.
yeah. I don't know. I like because there's like I watch stuff more for like nostalgia purposes, like the Wayans brothers, like just because they're hilarious, and that's what I was like watching when I was in like as a kid, right? But like new shows, there's like very few new shows that I'm like, oh, that's the one. And then I like watch like Rick and Morty,
Okay.
and I don't know, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
So Gilmore Girls, I might not watch it.
He's like Gilmore Girls.
FYI.
Definitely not gonna.
I like that he didn't even get to giving us 3 different ones.
Right.
He just like straight up got
No,
to. I'm not.
How I Met Your Mother, Rick and Morty. I'm not doing.
Let me break
Gilmore
this
Girls.
segment for you. It's not gonna happen.
And then like my wife likes to watch American Idol, and I hate it, dude.
Yeah.
All they try to do is try to make you cry the whole time. Like this person's family comes from horrible background, but they can sing, and then they go in there and they sing, and then it's like what is his Ian Tongi? That guy could sing, and he for real like brings out emotions, and I was all like, I ain't gonna sit here and cry and watch this show. I'm gonna go to my studio.
I'm gonna go play Fortnite.
I'm gonna go
No.
paint and cry.
But I mean, I like shows that are more nostalgic. So like I watch like stuff that I grew up on. Like I like that YouTube puts horsepower TV shows on.
Right?
YouTube.
Oh my god, dude!
And these guys make it look like you do this in a day in your front yard. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yeah, we're gonna drop this engine.
Yeah,
and
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
put a
swap
whole-
in an
yeah.
LS engine in 4 hours.
But it's cool to imagine you're gonna do that.
It took me like an hour to change out my headlights the other day
Yeah.
because the one on the left side was perfectly fine and easy,
Mhm.
and then the right side, the fuse box is right up next to the thing.
Yeah.
So I dropped the headlight into the actual enclosure, and I was digging around in it. And I didn't have any tools because I was like, "Well, you don't need tools for this. it's this easy."
Every time.
Nah.
One YouTube minute is 2 hours in real life.
Yeah.
When you're trying to fix a car.
How-to videos they kill you.
Yeah.
They're like
Yep.
it's so easy.
Yep.
I thought about making how-to videos on like car audio stuff because I like to do car audio stuff and like putting in speakers. And then I was like, there's enough people out there in the world doing that. I'm not gonna do that because
A bunch of people just gonna be commenting on your things like that ain't
Stupid.
right.
But no, I was doing stuff like rezzed out and like
Yeah.
I don't need to buy the extra part. I'm gonna make it right here.
We'll make it work.
It's okay if
Yeah.
if the sleeve on your wire doesn't go all the way to the end.
It should be loose like that.
See, that's your YouTube channel is Res Renovation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you turn up the volume, it's okay if your headlights dim.
Yeah, exactly. You should hear this buzzing sound.
Buzzing
That's how you
sound is
know it's-
normal.
That's how you know it's working.
If you tape enough 9 volts together, you don't need a new car battery.
How'd you meet your wife?
At the gym.
We were both maxing out the machine.
Yes, I was squat 500 for reps.
I had on spandex, doing some squats. Caught her eye.
And she saw you and she knew right
She
there.
knew.
All right, yeah.
I mean,
How long have you been at the gym for?
Well, and how much do you wear spandex there? You got to get the spandex. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Been there for 9 years now. Nothing's happened yet.
So
Yeah, this is the body of a guy who goes to the gym for 9 years. Every day, bro.
he's paid for 9 years of a gym membership. He hasn't gone
Just
that
never
many times.
canceled the
They
membership.
just sit on a squat.
that's
rack and-
motivation.
Yeah.
Though. Like, I'm gonna go. I'm paying for
He
it.
goes and uses the tanning machine and then leaves.
Yeah.
So
And now you got to be the creepy guy in every influencer's video. Are you staring at me? And Tyler's in the background. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm just admiring your form.
No workout clothes, just chilling.
Jeans.
Sweating though.
Jeans and a polo. Just
Hanging out in the gym.
Need a spot.
So you're in the gym and
You're wearing spandex.
you're wearing
and-
spandex.
Now, so I was a personal trainer. I mean, like, I would help
so-
people, and so I helped her better her life by
By being married to
being
you.
married to me. And then it was crazy too, because then we knew a lot of the same people, but we didn't know each other. And my family, like the original house that my family grew up in, where my grandma's side, we had a rodeo, and it was literally like two turn off, two approaches.
Yeah.
That's
Just
about
probably
10 miles.
10 miles.
it's like 2 hours away.
No,
I like how Sheldon translated
Yeah.
it for the audience.
it's like literally right down the road from. She grew up right down the road from where I grew up, but we didn't know each other. But our families knew of each other. So like when I told my mom about Felicia, she was like, "Oh, I know Harrison, her dad, and went to Little Wound, went to the same high school." But then we didn't know each other. But then again, I'm 5 years older than my wife. If that just means my brain is 5 years younger.
Speaking of accomplishment, before we end the segment, you're talking about the Sinew Fund. Before we started this segment, kind of wanted to put some information out there about it.
So the Sinew Fund, I'm doing a mural downtown Rapid City and Garbage Tail Vintage. Caitlin's shop, she's Sichongu Lakota, I'm Oga Lakota. So I wanted to do a mural where it's like taking up spaces where reclaiming spaces. I think that's how I phrased it. Reclaiming spaces. And so I thought it'd be cool to do a mural that's downtown in a shop. And she kind of was having the same idea of like, she came up to me, approached me before about doing a mural. But just the timing wasn't right. The funding wasn't right. And Sinew Fund came out and I was like, hey, they'll pay for it. We'll get this mural put up. And so we're going to do a mural downtown in her shop. And we're going to have like a little pop-up event. Going to have like merch for sale. Kind of get a hangout and just be in her shop and support her. Support a entrepreneur in our community. Her shop's cool, by the way. I like vintage clothing. I like thrifting, the nostalgia of it. But she also has like cool stuff from like our past that like just hangs up on the wall that's super dope. So if you're around in the area in the next few months, you'll see us painting. And if you want to even paint, come down and grab a brush and help out. And we're gonna do, I don't really want to say what we're gonna do, but it's more or less to like honor our heritage and being basically here. He's still here. I like Spider-Man. I like Batman. The Simpsons or TV show. Anything The Simpsons. When I was a kid, I had Simpson slippers, and I wouldn't take them off. Like Bart Simpson slippers, and I was called weird for wearing them. I'd take them to school to wear them, like in school. I didn't care.
Yeah.
And then Ninja Turtles. Everybody likes Ninja Turtles, but the '80s Ninja Turtles.
So, which one's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Raph.
Yeah, for sure.
When I was younger, it was Michelangelo, and then I got old and crabby, and I was like, I really feel Raph. I feel like Raph is me.
I don't feel like anyone's ever heard that question and said Donatello.
Yeah.
Like, that just doesn't happen. Yeah.
Which one is Donatello?
Purple one.
Purple.
Yeah,
one.
he's
Okay.
like
Exactly. Which one is he? He sucks. Who carries a stick?
Donatello does.
Everybody gets a weapon, a metal weapon, except him. He gets a stick. Like, I ran out of weapons. Here's a stick.
Doesn't one of them have nunchucks, though?
Yeah.
Like
2 sticks. 4 sticks.
Four sticks with metal in between them.
There's metal in it, though.
Like,
Mr. Splinter ran out of metal and make their things.
like he spent all of them on like the dude. Like one of them has a sword, right?
Yeah.
The other one has the 2 like sais or whatever. Is that what they're called? Or what
Yeah.
are they? Yeah.
Did you know, too, in the movie, they could never film him hitting anybody with the sword.
Yeah.
Which is wild. I didn't realize that until I was older. I was just into it. And I was like, he never...
Yeah.
He puts it in the roof and jumps and kicks him.
Yeah.
I
I
was
was gonna say you've got Donatello like knocking a guy unconscious. You've got like go over to was it Michelangelo? Is that him?
yeah.
With the sword.
Oh,
You just get
Leonardo.
Leonardo just decapitates a guy.
Yeah. I was waiting. That would have been it. That would have been the move. Like, straight up. Kill Bill, gory scene.
Shredder's there to fight. And they just cut his arm off.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's over. And didn't use the swords to their full potential.
Yeah.
Just use the sign thing. Just stab someone in the heart.
For real. They even gave it to April, and she didn't even use it right. She gets smacked in the face. Dumbass. No, the new Ninja Turtles too, the Mutants of Mayhem, I was fired up for that. That one, really good. I like that. But that's kind of like, I guess like the stuff that I'm inspired by is like either cartoons or pop culture and sports. Like I grew up and Michael Jordan was playing basketball, so it's the greatest player to me. You ask like anybody older than me, it's like Dr. J. Then you ask people now, and I was like Kobe for a little bit, but you ask even younger people now, and it's like LeBron. And LeBron is weak. No,
I could take LeBron.
These two were talking about starting a sports podcast at one point, and
I don't think there was
baseball podcast.
Tyler,
I don't know.
weightlifting,
aerobics.
Yeah, you had all the baseball stats, right?
What are you talking about?
You two, you were like start going in on.
I think I referenced sports one time in the podcast, and Sheldon was just like, "I don't want to be here
on baseball
anymore."
stats, and I was like, "Who pays attention to baseball stats?" I don't know, apparently you do.
Don't worry, I wear baseball hats, and I get asked about whatever hat I'm wearing. This is a Minnesota Twins. Do I know anybody that's playing for the Minnesota Twins? No, I don't. I like the design of the logo on the hat.
It's a nice looking hat.
I like that Twins logo. I don't know if you know the newer Twins logo. It's got the T and the C.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Don't like that one either.
Especially when I'm trying to draw a logo for myself.
Yeah.
TC. I'm like, well, I can't use my letters because it just looks like
Yeah.
the Twins.
My initials are literally TM trademark. Like,
Yeah, trademark.
yeah. If you had the choice, would you want to be famous? And if so, what level of fame would you want? Are you like...
No, I don't want to be famous at all. So when I made music, it was res famous, right? I was like known people that would buy my CD and knew my music and are like excited to see me. And to me, that when I was younger, it felt cool. But to be in a limelight where people know you, or people know your life, I don't want that at all. I always felt like if from fame, like what comes from fame is being rich, I'd rather want to just be rich than famous.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to know.
Well, and there's this weird juxtaposition with a lot of artists where they don't want that attention, but the stuff that they create brings that attention on them. And so these things that you do, like these art pieces that are awesome, they're wonderful, they're great to look at, and a lot of people want to look at them. It kind of carries a lot of that by itself, and so you kind of have to trade that. Like, I will share this with the world, but in like I'm giving up part of my anonymity to do that.
Yeah. So I didn't get the freaking alias that I wanted. Holding me
Banksy
down.
was already taken, huh?
No, I get that too. Like, I know that what the field I'm in is like, it obviously it's gonna come with some notoriety if you're good, right? What's the thing is if you're good, and we had to talk on panels, and we had to be in front of people, and I don't necessarily want to do that, or even where it's like, the Oyate Health, where people are like, "What is this piece about?" And to me, that takes away all the fun of like looking at art and interpreting it into your own way, because to me that's interesting to how people interpret my art. Like, you could have looked at that, and if I wouldn't have told you that, you probably wouldn't have put any of them together. You would have just, oh, you like comic books and the thing. But I know for me, like, I know that comes with it. I've been in the public eye before, and I know how it goes. I don't like it. I don't like, especially too, like, because like people will just assume things. People assume you're the wrong Ray Janis, and so I mean, I get it, but like, to me, I'd rather, if I could just paint and not have to speak on my paintings.
Can you paint and then let me sign my name on them?
Yeah, I will.
I mean, Sheldon Starr is a great name. Like, again, we've
Yeah.
discussed great stage name there.
Yeah.
So that's your alias. Your alias is Sheldon Starr, and yours is just the other Ray
I'll
Janis.
just be in the back, like, I'll paint stuff and unknown, and you're just like, I did this. It's nothing. How long did it take you? And you just look back, and I'm just like, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I did this. It's nothing. It
Means nothing.
something I piddled around with.
But too, like, if you're famous, though, that brings you more opportunities, right? So you kind of have to want to, like, I mean, I don't want it, but I want the jobs. Like, I'm not jobs, but like the opportunity that comes with it. So like making more paintings, like if I'm still just making art for myself and showing a few friends, I still would be satisfied. But I know there's stuff out there that's bigger that I feel like I need to do, or like, I don't want it to be where I'm whatever gifts I have to give, I don't want to afford. I want it to be, I want to do my part to push forward art and my craft and my skills, and then lift up the people that are coming behind me, and to recognize the people that were before me. Like, there's so many great artists that a lot of people don't know about, and I'm not in their category at all. Like Jim Yellowhawk or Don Montelo, even Marty Tubals, the junior that taught me in Sheldon graphic art, or Keith Braveheart. Like, these are legends, and I feel like too they don't get they probably do, like, in our circle of friends, but like on the bigger spectrum of things, I think these people would be like a Banksy. Like, people would be like saying them with a Banksy. But
yeah, I've been in the art scene. I know a lot of the people in there, but I had not heard of Marty Tubals until we did a story on him getting the artist in residence recently.
Mhm.
So looking into his stuff, he's amazing. And then coming from his father's an incredible comic artist.
Yeah.
Like his stuff is incredibly good, and like it's really cool to see something like that actually get recognition in this. So if you could have one of your pieces, whether it's a painting or a mural or something you designed anywhere in the U.S., where would be like the goal to have it? Like just cover up Mount Rushmore with it, or like
No, I'm not that political. I would for real, like, to me, like, I think people would say like, oh, it has to be in New York, right? Or like in a museum-esque. It'd be cool to be in there. But I feel like my art and who I'm speaking to and who I'm talking to would be like on the res. So like, how dope would that be if there was like a gallery on the res that's showing all of these dope artists and telling these stories that our people can actually see, where it's not hidden. It's not like in these four walls. It's more public.
It was really hard to get into fine art and stuff and visual arts because all of it is like, first of all, living here, it's far away and it's in museums and in these very specific places. It's not very accessible.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. Where can people find your stuff?
In Instagram.
Okay, what's your Instagram?
Rock Boy. And it didn't. I'm trying to make it catch.
How do you spell that?
Yeah.
ROCKBOY.WLVS.
I'm about to make a new one that just says formerly known as.
Go check out his Instagram. He just spelled it for you.
Yeah.
Check out his Bandcamp. And what else you got out there?
That's it.
Go check those out.
I should make a Patreon. Send me money.
Yeah.
What is that gonna
Heck
do?
yeah.
Go check out his Patreon.
OnlyFans, whatever. You can get real creative with those spray paints.
Yeah.
All right. And I think that concludes our interview portion of this podcast. You didn't have anything, did you?
No, we're good.
We got through all 36 questions, obviously.
every one of them. Yep. Didn't change a one.
And so Sheldon's going to bring us in to the final segment.
Oh, am I introducing this? So
Yeah.
we do our segment on this podcast, and
Every week with this guy.
was it me? Oh, I did it last time. Anyway, we do this segment where we bring our sponsor,
Our sponsor of the
Sponsor.
Yeah.
not Canva.
You guys have a real sponsor?
Yeah. About to get right here.
Yep,
We got
Well, we're always on the lookout, right? We're always trying to find new products to
top
sponsor.
quality products.
And so we always have to
Sponsored by-
sample it.
This week we're sponsored by Wisps Parmesan.
Have you seen one of these things before?
You ever tried this before?
Mm-hmm.
I've never tried them.
Artisanal cheese.
Yeah. And they're
First of all, hold on. This isn't the stuff that you was talking about that was making ants ginormous, right?
No,
that's Zen.
I believe this is Tyler Matheson friendly. I believe he can eat this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
Well,
so.
read the back. We'll tell you.
I can have one, I'm pretty sure.
1 gram of carbs.
Yeah.
0 sugar. You can have
It's kind of
this.
getting late, though. He might have nightmares if he eats.
Maybe. Yeah.
So we
We'll
just
be able to sleep.
we try
Are
our
we-
products live and then we rate them. That's what's happening.
ASMR
Yeah.
into the mic.
Do not eat into the
no,
microphone.
We did that with the first one. What was what was the first one? Oh, it was corn nuts. We ate corn nuts into the mic. So
Ooh, teeth breakers, corn nuts. Is it like church?
no, Just go
So
for
with
it.
all those hands. I don't know how to do that.
You feed your neighbor is what you do.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'll raise my neighbor.
He licked it.
$13 grams per serving of protein. Get you nice and
Pretty
strong.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about them?
Lactose free, so we're all good.
I think we're good. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
and
Yeah,
if
we
it's
can-
lactose free, for real.
See, I'm saying this is probably my favorite thing we've had on this. Like, I think we had Takis hot nuts at one point.
We had blueberry flavored almonds.
Yep.
Ray, would you say this is perfect for snacking straight out of the bag or adding to soup, salads,
That's
or
what
an
I was gonna
appetizer
say.
plate?
That's what I was gonna say. It reminds me of a crouton. Like you could put it on a soup or a salad.
Mhm.
All right.
It's fire.
Out of 10, what do you give it?
I'm giving it a high 9.
All right. All right.
That's the best we've had.
Yeah.
We might actually need to sponsor these things.
Yeah.
Would you say it's an excellent source of calcium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the lactose. That part
Lactose
where
free.
it's
Would you say it's made in the USA?
I would hope.
Do you think it's made in the USA?
Hopefully it's not.
Well, if it's made in the USA and it's
is
that
it-
size of bag, it's what, $7.50,
genetically modified?
$8?
I'm sure. It says nothing about no
It's
genetic.
also keto friendly.
Let me look at it. I'll tell you.
You can just kind of look at
I
it.
was expecting him to just get up and walk out of the podcast with
Yeah,
with
just-
that. Thanks, guys. It's been real.
What's your rating on these?
I gotta give it a 9. Like
9.
it is really good.
Yeah,
They're
good.
spendy. I know they're spendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell her.
So I gotta take a couple points off for that because I just know it's like
Can't
that
afford
one
it.
crisp I had that was $1.20,
Yeah.
and so I'm gonna have to give it a 7.
Just
7.
remember that Sheldon bought these though. So I mean, you didn't.
I
spend
stole
any-
them.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm just kidding.
Sheldon bought them with my tax money.
I will give these an 8.5. No bad reasons. For me,
Yeah,
the
they're really
Parmesan
good, yeah.
flavor is really strong.
It is.
But other than that,
That's
yeah.
why you gotta. If it was in a soup, fire.
Nice like tomato soup
Whisk.
or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
would really go with it. Yeah.
straight out of the bag, 8.5.
Would
That's
you
like-
say they are best by October 9th, 2024?
They taste pretty good by
It
then.
tastes best right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Find them at Wisp Snacks.
Anything
follow
else?
Wisp Snacks.
Follow Wisp Snacks. Anything else you want to say?
If you say we sent you, we get $10.
Use code Janice.
Use
No,
code
but-
Denise.
Straight up, those are the best things that we've had on this podcast so far. So.
I'm glad you didn't do nothing like hot. Like, I would have been like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the extra hot flaming hot
yeah,
Cheeto.
I'm asleep tonight. Heartburn.
This podcast is sponsored by the One Chip Challenge.
I wouldn't do it.
No.
I wouldn't do it.
Any last words to the people?
Any last words?
No, thanks for having me out.
Thanks for coming on.
Appreciate you guys having my artwork in here and making me feel like I'm doing something right. It's not horrible. Or either you guys are.
This is not
playing-
available. Again, not available.
I will sell it.
If
I'm
we-
fielding
if-
offers.
If we really need it, podcast ain't doing too hot.